Hello. Today we're going to talk about kettlebell, Turkish getups, and deck squat getups. I'm going to refer to a video that I posted last week down in the description. I'm going to put a link to it. We're going to talk about why to do getups, and we're going to talk about how to get started doing getups. My name is Chris Butterworth. This is the Healthy Butter Fitness channel. We talk here about being in our 50s and 60s and the effects of time on our body. We want to fight off the effects of father time every day, every step of the way. And we use functional fitness to do it. Kettlebells, clubs, and Mace. I am 56 years old currently, and I feel great. A few years back when I turned 50, I had chronic lower back pain, I had shoulder issues, I had elbow issues, and functional fitness is what helped me fix it. I'm trying to share with you here some of the things that I had to learn the hard way or spend a lot of time putting together so that your journey can be better than mine. So with that, let's talk about Turkish getups. Why do we do getups? Both Turkish getups and deck squat getups. And the main reason is that being on the floor is a youthful movement. It's a youthful place to be. Kids live on the floor. They're up, down and up, down and up, down and up. Older kids, not as much, but some. Athletes, down and up, down and up, down and up. And then you get to a point where you're not doing that for sport, you're not doing that as a kid, and you just sit in chairs all the time. And it starts to get less comfortable, more difficult. And then as you age up, we look at our grandparents or our parents, if you're in your 50s and 60s, you're looking at your parents. And for them to get down and play with the grandkids is a feat, right? And then they probably need help getting up. And they're certainly not getting down and up multiple times. Being on the floor is a youthful endeavor. And the longer that we can hold on to youthfulness, the more we want to. In fact, there are some things from our youth that we're never going to get back. When I was in my early 20s, I could dunk a tennis ball. I'm 5'9". I could jump. I had a 35, 36 inch vertical. I will never get that back no matter how many get-ups I do. But I do like the movement. I like the flexibility. I can get up and down off the ground a whole bunch of times, and I want to be able to continue doing that. It's a youthful endeavor. The other thing is that get-ups and with a kettlebell or just getting down and getting back up, it's a full body integration movement. With a kettlebell, you're holding a kettlebell over your head. Your shoulder is going to be locked out and balanced, but it's also going to move through different planes as you do things. Your body twists and kind of makes a pivot as you get down. You're working through multiple planes as you move down and then back up. It's a different exercise. It's different to your body than anything else you've ever done. And it integrates. It makes your body work together in harmony. Even without a kettlebell, just getting down and getting back up off the floor, you're going to use your legs, you're going to use different balance, you're going to push up off your hand, your core is going to engage, you're going to step up. There are a whole bunch of muscle groups that are involved in getting up off the floor. But you're not going to go to the gym and just do core exercises to get up. It's an integration movement for your whole body. So that's a beautiful thing. Turkish getups, deck squat getups are the two that I did in my workout last week. And I keep referring to that. If you didn't see it, I try to post every couple weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, a full video of my workout that day so that you can see, not just somebody telling you here's an exercise to do, but what it looks like. And then we talk about why we do it and that kind of stuff. The third reason that you want to do Turkish getups, or the third reason that I do Turkish getups, is because they just feel great. As corny as it sounds, it's a Tony the Tiger exercise. They're great. I do Turkish getups, and by the end of the exercise, if you were tight, it's kind of gone. You've loosened up. It's invigorating. And when I go to bed at night, I feel good. And when I wake up the next morning, I feel great. The entirety of my program is to feel great. That's all we want to do. And so if you have an exercise that makes you feel great, take advantage of it. So I think there's three really good reasons to put get-ups into your program. I'm happy that I did. I can't imagine a time going forward where I wouldn't do get-ups in one form or another. Um, it's not always going to be with the same regularity. I might focus on it for a while and then scale back a little bit. I might do heavier weights and lighter weights. But get-ups in some form, I imagine, are always going to be a part of my program. So let's say that we agree and we want to do get-ups and we're going to put them into our program. Next, let's talk about how to get started. It's a unique movement. If you watch people do it, my first instinct of it, or my first impression of it, it was somewhere between kind of a, I don't know, just kind of a goofy trick. I don't know, stupid. And also it looked like something like a circus strongman would do, or a Cirque du Soleil act or something like that. So to me, it didn't seem like a real thing. It seemed, I don't know, goofy, stupid. But I read so many articles. There's so many people online, written articles or videos that talk about, if I could only do one exercise the rest of my life, Turkish get-ups would be a good one to do. And so I really kind of wanted to try them. So what I did is I started out with no weight. Just, can you do the movements? Can you get down, your hands up? Can you get down, pivot through, do whatever? When it's awkward. I'm going to be honest, it's awkward. When it starts to feel a little more normal, I used a really light weight. I used like a 5-pound dumbbell that there's no way I can hurt myself with. And I did it, right hand, left hand, and I just kind of kept doing that. And then I think I used an 8-pound dumbbell and then a 10-pound dumbbell. Eventually, I was able to get myself to where I was doing a 15-pound kettlebell, which again, I'm pretty confident that I'm not going to drop that on myself. No matter what weird position I get, I feel like I can get out of trouble with that. So I think you start off with no weight, then you add some light weight, because that makes the movement a little bit more real. It gives you some resistance when you're doing it. At that point, then I would go and re-watch the technique videos, the how to do a get-up videos. You really want to iron in or dial in your technique, because there will come a time as the weight gets a little bit heavier, you're in kind of an awkward position and you're holding what amounts to a bowling ball, probably double the weight of a bowling ball over your face. So watch videos and listen to how people describe it. Practice it some more. If you want to film yourself and compare yourself to a video, that's even better. But you want to really get your technique right. The next thing I did after that is I slowly started to go up in weight. I think I went from a 15 kettlebell to a 25-pound kettlebell, and that's where it started to get real. And what I found with this was both, when I talk about how it made my body feel great, and also how I kind of got it dialed in, is when I got to the point where I was doing a 25-pound kettlebell, I just did 1 rep on the right, and then I did 1 rep on the left. And then the next time I think I tried 1, I did 2 on the right, but 1 at a time. So sets of 1, but I did 2 sets. And then I did 3 sets. So I was not trying to do a long, how many can I do just on the right? I was doing right, left, right, left, right, left. And when I did 1, it wasn't very hard, and I wasn't sure that I was even getting a workout. You could feel the weight, but it wasn't that bad. And then I did 2, and I kept kind of thinking, like, I was fighting this feeling that was a sham, that, okay, I did 2, okay, I did 3 of them. It's not even a workout, it's stupid. And then I think it was when I did a 4th. It was either a 4th or a 5th set. All of a sudden, I did 2, I did a 3rd one, and then on my 4th one, all of a sudden it started to get kind of heavy, and my whole body just sweated, and it was like, oh wow, and all of a sudden I realized, like, it is and it can be a legitimate workout. So you kind of have to find your starting point, and you have to err on the side of going too light and too few reps. You don't want to jump in and hurt yourself right away. Once you dial in on that, you got the right weight, you got a set of reps that starts to feel like it's actually an exercise, bang, that's your starting point. And from there, now you can start to add volume and density. If it took 5 sets, you can work your way all the way up to doing 10 sets of 1, right? Then you can do a set of 2. And if you want to do 5 sets of 2, or if you want to do 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then eventually you do 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, and when you get to the point where you can do 5 sets of 2, maybe you go up to a set of 3. And that's how I do it. I kind of do a reverse ladder, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 2, 1. And I keep dragging out the tail. And then when I get to the point that I can do 3 sets of 3, then I'll go a set of 4. And so I work my way up in this kind of reverse ladder, slowly adding reps. And when I get to the point where I can do 4, 4, 4, that's 12 get-ups with in sets of 4, which is a pretty legitimate set. And then that's when I think about starting to move up in the weight. So I've done them as high as 35 pounds. I got up to 4, 4, 4 with a 35-pound kettlebell. And then I had a scare. My arm wobbled when it was above me, and it sort of freaked me out. And so I decided to scale it back, and I started my program over with a 25-pound bell. And so when you watch the video, again, I'm going to link to the description below. It's going to be a 25-pound kettlebell, and I'm working my way up from there. So that's really it. If you want to watch that video, you're going to see what the get-ups look like in real time. You're also going to see on that video, after my Turkish get-ups, I do 3 sets of 6 deck squat get-ups, which is different, just a different way to get up. But again, when we talk about trying to fight off age and trying to be youthful, and you want to be able to get up off the ground, any kind of get-up is right. Deck squat get-up is another one. There's another one, I don't know the name of it, where you kind of bend your knee and you get up onto your shin and get up. Whether you do one-handed get-ups or no hands and just get up, but there's a whole bunch of different ways to get up off the floor. And so as you start to feel comfortable, as you master one, you can always move up in weight. You can also add complexity, which would be a different type of get-up. And so it's just a different way of doing it, something else to add, something to make your program a little bit different. So that's what I'm doing. I hope this makes sense. Turkish get-ups are one of those ones that I don't know if there's a stigma, or if they just look kind of funny, or somebody tries it once and said that wasn't an exercise. You have to give them some time. You have to get to the place where they become useful. And when you get to that place, man, are they useful. So I hope you're able to get there. I hope this helps you and it makes sense. If you do, let me know. If you have questions, let me know. I'm happy to answer. And we'll stop there. Go do some Turkish get-ups. Have a great day and go get better.